Here's how to change the brake pads on a bike with rim brakes. So first, loosen up the lock nut and then tighten the adjuster all the way down to put a lot of slack in the cable. And then pulling the cable assembly to the left, you can pop it loose, and this will allow the brakes to open up so you can really get at the pads. And remove the nut that holds it in place using an Allen wrench. There are a bunch of washers on there that need to be in a particular order. If you look at the new brake pad, you can see how they go on. So I'll take the ones off the top here that go on the outside, and then the other ones stay on the inside. So that's how you align them. And then you put the brake pad in the correct way, facing the curve of the wheel, with the back washers on the back, and then you put your front washers in one at a time, being careful not to drop any of them. And then you put the nut on, finger tight first, and you want to kind of gauge where the brake is going to be. This takes a little bit of fiddling to get the brake pad exactly where you want it. Usually I'll start with it cocked over to the left a little bit, and then when I end up tightening that nut, it'll center itself and get into the right position. And it really helps to look at it from the back, because you want your brake pad to touch the rim. You don't want it to rub a hole in your tire, and you don't want it to be too far down on the rim as well. You want to get good contact so you can stop. And then I found even at full slack, I don't have enough play to put the brake cable in correctly. So I'm going to have to loosen that nut and take out a little bit of more slack in the cable to give myself enough room to operate these thick new brake pads like that. And then up at the handlebar, I'm going to adjust the tension so that I have good lever pull and good strength to stop. So basically you screw it out to create more tension, and then you screw the little lock nut down to hold it in place and keep it from getting looser or tighter. And then there is spring tension adjustment back here that you'll need to do. So those little screws create spring tension, which moves the brake pad away from the wheel. And you need to adjust both sides so that they're just about equal, so that the brake pads are both away from the wheel. They're not pulling to the left or pulling to the right. And they've got enough tension so that your brake lever pops back after you let go of it. And then before you go for a ride, give it a spin, grab the brake, and then let go of the brake, give it another spin, and if it's not dragging, then you are done. You've got brakes.